Hello, welcome to my channel. When I started my natural hair journey, I didn't quite understand much about natural hair, hair type, hair texture, hair porosity, and how best to care for natural hair. I followed basic hair care routines. I jumped on board great products, great home remedies. At a time, my hair started splitting. I started experiencing some sort of hair damages like dandruff, hair loss, and at a time I experienced alopecia. So I became frustrated with my hair and wanted to know and understand why my hair was damaging despite all the cares I was giving to it. I wanted to know what was happening to my hair and why it was happening. So I started researching, I started gathering every possible information, enrolling in any possible course that could help me understand and manage my hair very well. This saying that when you want to treat a problem, you first need to find the root cause of that problem. If you don't, you may end up worsening the problem instead of treating it. So I decided to started searching for information, and that was when I discovered that I have not taken time to understand my hair type, to understand my hair texture and my hair porosity, and also to understand how best to care for my type of hair. If you don't understand your hair type, your hair texture, your hair porosity, your hair type, you may end up using products and methods that are not right for you. You may also end up using great products, great home remedies in the wrong way. So it is very, very important that you understand what your hair texture, what your hair porosity, what your hair type is. And that is what this video is all about. So there are 4 types of hair: type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. And these hair types are further narrowed down to type A, type B, and type C. Now type 1A hair is straight hair. It doesn't have coils, it doesn't have waves, basically straight hair. And it has type 1A, 1B, and 1C. The texture of type 1A is different from 1B, 1C. And then we have type 2, which is not as straight as 1A and is not that coily, it just has little wave. And this kind of hair also has type 2A, type 2B, type 2C. I'm trying to rush this part because this is not our main focus. It's because my main focus is type 4. Then we have type 3, which is coily and not thick or spongy like type 4. Then welcome to type 4. It's usually the type of hair we call Afro hair or African hair, and it is usually thick and spongy in nature. It's kinky kind of hair. We have type 4A and type 4B and type 4C. What this means is that the texture of type 4A is different from type 4B and it's different from type 4C. Now you need to understand if you have type 4A or you have type 4B or you have type 4C. If you're African, if you're a black woman, you're not mixed in any way, you're likely to have type 4 hair. So now you need to understand what kind of or what type of 4 hair do you have. Is it type 4A? Is it type 4B? Is it type 4C? Because their textures are not the same, and so the way you're going to handle type 4A is totally different from the way you handle type 4B and type 4C. Type 4A is kink kind of hair, kind of fine kink, is not too thick. The texture is not as kinky as the rest of the other types. Now we have type 4B. Type 4B is in the middle. It's kink but not fine kink and not as thick as the other one. And then we have type 4C. Type 4C is the one that is thicker, fuller, and spongy kind of texture compared to type 4A and type 4B. And then in my research, I found out that there is also type 4D. Type 4D and type 4C is, for me, in my opinion, is literally the same. 4A and type 4B and type 4C are kink, normal African hair. What you need to understand as the difference between three of them is their thickness, how thick they are, how full they are. That is what differentiates them. 4A is kink, 4B is more kinky, and the third one, which is 4C, is very, very kinky, very thick. So you need to know if you have 4A, if you have 4B, if you have 4C. Now, the best way you can understand if you have these three is to understand the texture of your hair. How thick, how full your hair is. That's the texture of your hair. And most of the time it is genetic, although it can also be altered by hair products that are not good for your hair. And let's talk about hair texture. We have three types of hair texture. There is fine textured hair, there is medium textured hair, and there is coarse textured hair. Fine textured hair is simply that strand of hair that is thin. When you touch it and feel it, it's thin, kind of. And then medium textured hair is just like the name, medium. It's in between fine textured hair and coarse textured hair. Then coarse textured hair is very thick, spongy, very thick, very full. When you look at it, it looks full. You feel it, it's thick compared to medium and fine textured hair. So how do you know your hair texture? How do you know how thick or how full your hair is? The best way to know is to find out how your hair absorbs moisture, how your hair absorbs product, how your hair absorbs water, and how it also retains it. For instance, if you apply leave-in conditioner on a well cleaned, washed hair, watch how your hair is going to react to this leave-in conditioner. If your hair absorbs the leave-in conditioner very fast, very, very fast, what this means is that you have high porosity hair. If you apply leave-in conditioner on your hair and your hair is absorbing it slowly, it's absorbing it slowly, what this means is that you have medium porosity hair. Your hair is absorbing the moisture, is absorbing the product, but it's taking its time. It's not as fast as high porosity hair. Then we have the one low porosity hair. Now, low porosity hair simply means you applied leave-in conditioner on a clean washed hair, and after a period of time your hair still has the leave-in conditioner in it. It's absorbing the leave-in conditioner, but very slowly. It's taking longer period of time to absorb this leave-in conditioner. So that's a sign that your hair is low porosity hair. Now, what this will help you to know is that knowing this will help you to understand the amount and size of hair products you need. Another way to run this kind of test is to get a glass full of water, put a clean strand of your hair into the cup, and after 5 minutes, come back and check where the hair is. If the hair is sitting at the bottom, at the bottom of the cup, what this means is that your hair is high porosity hair. Your hair absorbs moisture very fast. Your hair absorbs hair product very fast. And if you have high porosity hair, when you apply hair product on your hair will dry out faster because it's absorbing it very, very fast. So it's going to absorb very fast, and dry out very fast as well. So what this means is that you need to apply more amount of, for instance, if it is a leave-in conditioner, you need to apply more amount of leave-in conditioner on your hair so that your hair will not dry out very fast and become dry, because dry hair equals breakage. When your hair is dry, it will keep splitting and breaking. If you have medium porosity hair, in between your balance, so to use quite an amount of product, so because your hair is drying but very slowly, is need to put an amount of leave-in conditioner, for instance, that is a bit higher than someone who has high porosity hair and a bit lower than someone who has low porosity hair, so that your hair will not dry out very fast and start splitting and breaking. And then we have low porosity hair. Now, low porosity hair takes longer period of time to absorb product, to absorb moisture or water. Low porosity hair, you put or apply leave-in conditioner on it, you'll find out that after a longer period of time, the leave-in conditioner is still there. It's absorbing, it's drying, but very slow. So what this means is that you don't need too much. For instance, if it is leave-in conditioner, you don't need too much leave-in conditioner on your hair. You just need little amount, little size of leave-in conditioner on your hair. And you don't need to be moisturizing your hair all the time. This is where I got it all wrong. I learned the hard way. Because I learned and understand that our hair needs water, I went on board. I started feeding my hair with water. I didn't want to hear that my hair is dry. I was always moisturizing my hair. And guess what this does? If you don't understand if you don't understand your hair porosity, if you don't understand whether your hair absorbs moisture faster, slowly, or in between, this can damage your hair. As I have low porosity hair. Now, I didn't quite understand it, so I started applying moisturizers, leave-in conditioner. What they did to me was to cause more problem for me. It made my hair to break more. My hair became a shadow of itself. At a time, I decided to cut my hair. I decided to over trim my hair, like trim it till it came very low. And I decided, okay, I'm going to start again. If you have low porosity hair and you don't understand this, you will end up using much product on your hair and causing more problem. Now, there's what is called moisture overload. Moisture overload is when your hair has more moisture, has more product, has more water than it requires. When you have low porosity hair, you're not supposed to put so much moisture, so much leave-in conditioner. For instance, I'm saying leave-in conditioner because I feel this is what a lot of people are familiar with. So if you put so much conditioner on your hair, you're weighing the hair down, you're making the hair to get weak. You're weighing the hair down, you're making the hair weak. Your hair is still trying to absorb what you put on it maybe yesterday, and you're still adding more to it. So you're weakening the hair, and this leads to dandruff. Yes, because when you have more product on your hair, you're likely to have product residues that can generate fungi. Much more product on your hair, moisture on your hair, you will notice that after a while your scalp will get irritated. You start itching and trying to part your hair. So for someone who has dandruff, now this person may see a conditioner with anti-dandruff and with anti-dandruff or fight dandruff, and the person may decide to buy this product and use it, believing that this will cure her dandruff. Now, applying this hair conditioner on the hair will cause more dandruff. This is because the person already has product buildup. The person has product residues on the scalp, on the hair. Now, instead of applying anti-dandruff or fight dandruff cream, the person needs to find out how to remove product residue from her hair, from her scalp. That is what the person needs to start with. Not trying to apply more product on hair that already has much more product to deal with. So you need to run this test. Get a glass cup of water, put a clean strand of your hair inside it, find out where your hair is. This will help you to be able to fight lots of hair damages. I'm talking from experience. I have gone through stages with my hair, and I realized that most of the time when we are trying to tackle one particular hair problem, we, instead of finding the cause root of that problem, we end up creating more problem. I'm talking from experience. I have been there. Right now, I'm trying to start my hair journey all over again. And because I know that a lot of women are like me, they are experiencing one particular hair, getting advice from here and there. Rub this on your hair, apply this on your hair, use this shampoo, use this conditioner. So they keep using and experimenting with all of this stuff and not finding the cause roots of the problem. Most of the time, knowing your hair type will save you money, will save you time, will help you to understand how to take care for your hair better. So because I have gone through these stages, I now understand and know things I didn't know earlier on. I decided to start my hair journey all over again. I had to over trim my hair, like I trimmed more like cutting my hair, and I'm starting my hair journey all over again, sharing the information, sharing my knowledge, helping you to understand your hair type as well, helping you to understand how best to care for your hair as well. So this video is already too long, and so run a test on your own, find out your hair type. It will help you to solve any hair issue that you have. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I have amazing hair content. See you soon. Bye.